Periya pottu, kaila valayal, a nice Mangalgiri sari with zari and my hair tied up. See, if I had not come dressed like this, Shri Padma Bhushan V.P Dhananjayan sir would not have granted me this interview.
Absolutely right, but still something is missing in your neck. I want girls to wear a small chain also.
So may I ask your student and my colleague Pratibha?
Yes,
Pratibha,
yes,
can I
if you
borrow
have,
you?
give her. That completes her face.
Oh, thank you.
See, it looks so nice. So when there is something ornamental, it absolutely adds not only your beauty, but also it gives a nice cultural aura around you.
But sir, in this age of, firstly, thank you so much for agreeing to be on Off the Record in the midst of your very busy schedule. It's an honor and a pleasure for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. In this age of such modernity and so many Western influences, when you reiterate that young girls should wear a chain and a pottu and wear podava, do you think young people care today? They work on a completely different level.
They don't care much, but it is our duty, the older generations, to inculcate that spirit in them, at home as well as at school. And in the name of modernity and in the name of aping the West, we should not forget our roots, and which is very meaningful, you know. Our the girls dressing like that. They look at me how I have dressed in a very traditional way. I all go all around the world. I travel like this, and people are looking at me with admiration. They never shun me away. Why our children should feel that if they don't dress up like the modern half naked dress, they will not be look at it and all that. That kind of bigoted ideas. It should not be there. So through Natyam, I think we are inculcating that all those children who we are teaching Bharatanatyam and other cultural aspect of it, samskaram, our samskaram. So they try to emulate, but of course they are also, I have also encountered difficulties with these modern girls because they just do it in the initial stage for my sake.
And
but
the
when they go,
they
out there. Yeah. I have seen some children saying, the gate of Bharatakanjali, till then they will don't have the pottu, but when they enter Bharatakanjali, they put the plastic pottu and come in and impress upon. But I know, what did you do? You put, I saw you putting the pottu outside the gate. Then I reprimand them and then tell them nicely what is the beauty, what is the significance of it, why we practice it, and we have to keep our identity. Why should we shun away from keeping our Bharatiya Samskriti, our Bharatiya identity? I say Bharatiya because I don't say India.
Yes, and also sir doesn't like it if you say Tamil, you have to say Tamil.
Tamil, exactly. That the word, the Tamilukku Radha Azhagu. தமிழுக்கும் அமுதென்று பேர் அந்த தமிழங்கள் மூச்சு எங்கள் மூச்சுன்னு சொல்கிறோம். அப்போ அந்த நம்ம தாய் பாஷை அம்மாவை நம்ம மறக்க முடியுமா? அம்மா எப்படி நமக்கு பால் ஊட்டி வளர்த்துறாங்களோ that same way the breastfeeding is absolutely necessary. Nowadays even the modern doctors say feed the baby with breast milk, mother's milk, not the other milk. So the Tamil, the bhasha or our mother tongue is the live wire for us to keep our identity. Through Matrabhasha only you can understand your culture properly, not with English. That is why I insist on pronouncing Tamil as Tamil, Sanskritam as Sanskritam, English as English, not as Angilam. Angilam cholla kudadu. That's the wrong thing. So also have your own dress and keep proud of your identity.
You know, Pratibha, my colleague, she always tells me that sir is such a wonderful teacher, and now I believe her completely.
I'm in these things I am a good teacher, but I have a teacher's heritage. My father was a teacher, my elder brother is a teacher, so I have inherited the teaching and lovingly teaching the students.
But you don't teach much these days, do you?
I do, of course, we do teach, but of course and when the senior level, juniors level, I'll go there and instruct them, but whenever I have time, I do teach. But better teacher, Shanta is a better teacher than me, because she is very lovable and she adjusts. She is very diplomatic. But I am very straightforward. I call a spade a spade. So in the class, children are little afraid of me because I scold them. But unfortunately, I can't beat them, spank them these days. Those days,
I know about your Tattakali stories. All his students are very scared of him because he's got this Tattakali, and he also catches them by their ear.
Nowadays, you can't do that, because children are. But I ask children, if I do that, what will you do? They said, if you do, we don't do, we won't mind. But then, if somebody else in the school, if they do, we'll complain. And then what is the difference? No, there is a lot of difference. In school, we are all too many people and there is no personal interaction with our teachers. But here, you are like our father or, very close to us. So, we don't mind. But I ask them, if suppose your parents chide you, will you complain to, like Western countries, they immediately report to the police and they scratch their head. No, still the children, they all see so many things and they are exposed to the wrong things.
It's also the admiration that you feel for your music or your dance teacher. It's a special kind of an adulation.
Absolutely, that's why art integrated education is great for us, for our country, for our samskar, our culture. An art integrated education would have been very, very good for our younger generation to understand the values of our country. The country which has taught the Westerners what is knowledge, what is Vedam, what is human love, what is humanity, all that has been taught by Bharatiya Samskriti. Westerners have come to India to learn so many things. We have never gone anywhere to learn anything. Everybody has come to us. We have not invaded anybody. You remember?
Yes, of course.
We have never invaded anybody, but people have invaded us because to take our wealth. So we have so much of wealth. This secret or this truth must be embedded in the minds of our younger generation through our education. Art helps that.
You've been campaigning for a lot of issues.
Yes.
What about this art education in schools? Because people talk about it, but there's no movement really. You don't see it. You see certain schools doing it in little bits and pieces in sports.
I have been advocating, speaking in public forums. I have written books. In my book, also the recently published book, Beyond Performing. I have emphasized all these things. Whenever I have an opportunity to talk to people, I really take up this issue. But these days, when we people talk, nothing comes in public. The valuable things we public. The media doesn't pick up what we say because we don't have a great position like an MP. If I am an MP, probably if I say, they will take it. Or if I am heading a big institution or something like that, then they might pick it up. Since we are just acharyas and known dancers, they don't pick up our moralistic value speeches.
Well, I think this show is a great platform.
Yes,
everything is on the record here, though it's called off the record.
Yeah, I wish I could have been an MP, member of parliament, to take it up and bring up these issues and pass a bill. Like my alma mater, Rukmini Devi, brought a bill on animal welfare. So I want to take a bill as a human welfare, artistic welfare. Art is something which a country cherishes, and because of our art and culture only, we are respected. Yes. Bharatiya Samskriti, everybody respects our art and culture. So we have to project our art and culture in such a way that our younger generation feel proud of it. That's what
Well, I mean, who knows? You might just be an MP very soon. Who knows?
A little politically also inclined. I have written a lot of articles. Probably you must have seen in Hindu.
Yes.
I write. But whatever I write, they don't publish. Only certain things only they publish. If they publish all my letters to the editor, I think it can be
you can make a book out of it.
I'm going to do that. Published and non-published letters to the editor book. I am going to do that.
Lovely. So many interesting facets about Shri V.P Dhananjayan sir. But stay tuned. We're coming back after a short break.